Welcome from San Diego.
Here we are, live from San Diego. It's weird. We're both wearing white shirts for some reason, and we didn't plan that out. And we're sitting next to each other in an Airbnb in San Diego.
I am representing. I've got Silver Linings. I've got merch on.
Yeah, well,
I Kimberly's merch store, Silver Lining Podcast.
I went up to you. I went and got a tattoo last night in San Diego that says Silver Linings on it. So take that, Rex, with your Silver Linings shirt. I got a tattoo on my back, and it says Silver Linings. So
didn't get us.
Anyways, yes, here we are in San Diego. The weather, and I'm going to go again like I did last week. The weather is amazing in San Diego. It's my favorite place. It's my favorite weather. We love being here. We found out we have optimists that are here, which is cool. Maybe later tonight when we're at the Gas Lamp District, we can meet up. We're going to go eat, play pool, listen to music.
So do we know the place so we can tell anyone that may want to come hang out?
Well, we're going to start at the deck, I think it's called.
Okay. Not a planned meet and greet, but one of our optimists, whose name Lisa will come out of that room and tell us in just a second.
Okay.
Because she saw it on her post on Facebook.
Oh.
One of our optimists said, I didn't know you were here. So
yeah, we're in San Diego. We're going to be at Gas Lamp District tonight, having dinner. We're going to go to the deck at Moonshine Flats.
What?
What's the name? Something Bradley. Anyways, if she shows up, we'd love to meet you. And you live in the San Diego area.
I remember her first name in just a moment.
Okay. While you're remembering it?
Cecilia.
Cecilia. Okay.
Cecilia.
And if
maybe Bradley is the last name.
And if we're not there, we'll end up at the Tipsy Crow playing pool, listening to music, and eating. So one of those two spots. They're both 1 mile and 1.1 mile from our Airbnb. We're walking everywhere. Last night, where did we walk to?
Last night we walked to Petco Stadium, watched the Padres just pummel the Mets.
Yes.
And then walked home. That was an adventure maybe we'll hear about later in this live.
I enjoyed everything. I loved it. I don't know what everybody's scared of. I don't understand.
They're scared of the homeless persons crawling on all fours.
On the ground?
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I wanted to walk past you guys across the street, left me there. I was like,
why didn't you walk past
I should have.
But just because you were by yourself.
It scared me a little bit. No, it literally scared me a little bit. I was like, why is that person crawling on all fours?
Right.
But yeah, last night we went to the Padres game. It was great. The weather in San Diego, if you're in a place right now, anywhere in the world that has better weather than San Diego, I'm going to give you a free drink.
How are you going to do that?
I'll mail it.
Let's move on. Okay. Welcome to this. We'll do questions and answers, but there are a few things we'll talk about just before we do that. Beginning 2 weeks from now, we decide not to do it next week because next weekend is Labor Day weekend. Okay. We don't even know if we'll have a podcast then, but we have the next 3 podcasts scheduled right now, tentatively, till we can get firm commitments from the guests we're going to have. We're going to do it at the same time, 3:30 Pacific, 4:30 Mountain, 5:30 Central. You know how that goes here in the United States. And we have our guests lined up for that long. And what we're going to do, I guess I can just lay out the whole plan here for you.
Sure.
Because we want your help with this, our optimist help. And by help, we don't mean you have to donate money or really even donate time, but we do want you to talk to people. What we want to do until Lori's trial is closer. When her trial is closer, we'll shift back into trial mode. In the meantime, we aren't going to follow other true crime stories. That's not our thing. We don't have any expertise there. Well, we don't have expertise in podcasting either, but we'll continue podcasting. But really what we want to do is to, if we can, we are looking for a way to really help people. And we think the best thing we can do with this platform, our community, which is basically you. It's more you than me and Adam, although we're all involved in it. We're going to bring on guests and we're going to talk about from 9/11, a significant date in the United States. That was the date the United States was attacked back in 2001. from 911 until 1111, which is Veterans Day, we're going to focus on veterans. That doesn't mean everything we do has to be about veterans, but we're going to focus on veterans, especially veterans with post-traumatic stress, PTS. And we're going to have some on. They're going to talk about it. But also, we are going to start posting on our website that Andy Levy, is it Levy or Levy? Tell us about that, Andy. Andy is developing for us, and she has already listed out all of the podcasts we've done by category. So it's easy to find certain podcasts. But on that same website, we're going to have, we have to reserve the domain name still. This is all in the works right now. On that same website, we're going to have resources. For example, Ben Connor is a licensed therapist in several states in the United States because there are reciprocal agreements, but he can work with people in any state. That's true with Denim Slade that's been on our show. And any other, now we have optimists that are also therapists that could work with people. We've had other guests on. We want anyone that wants to be represented. We want their information and to put them on the website, and they're going to be available for people. Also, people that are doing volunteer programs like Alice Connor is doing with our Support for Supporters. We'll have her information on the website. So what we want is a safe place that people that have had trauma, and let's face it, in this community, it is darn near all of us. It may not literally be all, but it's almost all. We want everyone to have a safe place to come to share with each other. Of course, there is still the Facebook group. Thank you, Kimberly, for that. Runs a Facebook group. A safe place to plug in, support others, tell your story. Safe place to go back and listen to podcasts on subjects that you feel are relevant for you, but also a safe place to find resources. So we want you to be able to use resources. Now, many of you, even if you've had trauma, don't need to do anything about it right now. You know, there are times and seasons when you really want to work through it, and sometimes where you feel you don't need to. We get that. That's part of being safe. But when you are ready, and there are many people that are ready, especially with post-trauma stress, we want you to have a place to come. We want this platform to be one of those resources where you can come. Okay, so we want you, please, to think of people in your life, whether they're family members, friends that you know. Tell them about the Silver Linings podcast. Tell them that they're looking for resources, that they're looking just for stories, things to process through while they're processing through their trauma, to come join us, see if it can be of benefit to them. Okay. We aren't trying to grow our community just to have more numbers. There are a lot of strategies for doing that. We've never pursued any of them because we aren't looking to just grow to have more numbers. We aren't trying to make money by the number of views we get or et cetera. So that's never been our goal.
That's why we're not professional podcasters.
That's one of many reasons.
Yes.
But we do want to help as many people as we can. So if you know people that are looking for that are looking for help, they're ready to deal more with their trauma, they're looking for professional help or for volunteer, just someone to talk to, or just looking for the ideas to plug in to a safe community, please tell them about the podcast, bring them to the podcast. And when they contact the professional resources, yes, they have to work out the money thing. Do they take their insurance and all that? That's not our purpose here on this podcast, but we will list all those resources and we'll have them on this podcast between now and when the trials start up again.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
No, you did. You did good. Obviously, we want to go forward with trying to help people. We have people in place to do that, and we just want you to spread the word, let people know that this is a podcast where people can come feel safe and heal from. Now, the other thing, we may have to switch spots because I'm reading on all these things, and everybody keeps asking if I have a mohawk because this green thing behind me.
You do have a mohawk.
So if I move it to you,
Then they'll wonder if I have a mohawk.
does Rex have a mohawk now? Right there.
No, I just look like a green Smurf.
There. Now Rex has the mohawk. There you go. I just got out of the shower.
It looks better on.
I don't know. Mine's not really a mohawk. I just get out of the shower and go like this, and it just does that. So that's where we're at with the mohawk. Anyways, we're enjoying being in San Diego. But by the way, this is so therapeutic for me. We went to the beach today, and I got to Earth. I walked a ton. I took Missy in the ocean and made her get in the water, freezing cold water, which Rex would not do.
I got in the water.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
How? But you didn't get in the waves.
No.
So you put your feet.
I
You got to
just
toe.
walked. Yeah.
You got to toe in. But yeah, so I feel fantastic because earthing is a real thing, and so being here, we got a chance to do that this morning. So that was awesome. And then later tonight, we'll get to go out and have dinner. Last night, we went to the Padres game. We're bonding with Missy and Mel, who, by the way, we've never met them before in person. So this is a great time for us to get together as a podcast. Melanie planned this whole thing out. We all got here to go and do it, which was great. So, yeah, so we're just hanging out.
Okay. And Melanie just walked out. So Missy is our sole moderator right now, and we'll see what's going on. We had some technical problems we're working on right before we started. Okay, let's look at this story by Anna Franco, because this is a little concerning our experience last night. This is a little concerning.
Okay.
So while you're walking down to the Gaslamp District, Lisa and I are going to drive. If you want to ride with us, moderators, you may want to do that. But
where are you going to park?
Honest, there's parking for the restaurants. We aren't going to Petco Park.
No, but all that down there, there's no parking anywhere. Wrong. Anyways,
I have a relative walking in New York City when he was attacked by a homeless person who grabbed him by the neck. Luckily, other pedestrians jumped in to get the homeless guy off of him. Scary.
So last night there was a guy walking the street going the other way and started screaming at the top of his lungs. So then Missy goes, why don't you get behind me in case he comes? So I had to be the guy in the back to in case he started up. But yes, there are some homeless. Now, there's not a lot of homeless people in San Diego that I've seen. San Francisco, yes. San Diego, no. But there was one scary event last night where we went to the other side of the sidewalk across the street. We jaywalked to get away from the thing that was on the ground. I don't even know what it was. I couldn't see that far.
Okay. So, Lori, there's more to this story. Lori Jean says, hey, guys, great show. You've inspired me to paint my living room that color. What a beautiful color.
Yes. Mel picked out this.
This is a
Airbnb.
Yeah,
she picked out this because of the colors. So, yeah.
Okay. Very good. So,
and the pictures. And
send pictures, Lori Jean. Not that we don't believe you, but I don't believe her. Do you believe her?
She's going to do her own like that? I don't know. It's kind of cool. It's very beachy.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's get rid of those. Go back to the comments. That's not what I wanted to do.
You're just going down here and going backwards? Yeah, let's go here and see.
Okay, that's where we were.
Wilson.
Just trying to laugh through the pain.
Yes.
There's probably more to that. Oh, that's part of the story that started up here.
Oh, yeah.
That's what our moderators do. They read those and tell us if we
Yes.
need to put something up. And so we didn't get the whole story there. Okay, Lindsay is on. We should announce this and thank Lindsay.
Yeah.
We should have a party. We're having a party in Lindsay's honor this evening here in San Diego for all that want to join us. Seriously, we are so grateful for Lindsay. She's recently moved We won't go into details because she may not want her stuff.
Her address is
And her phone number.
her email. Well, you guys already know her
Lindsay
email.
recently moved. She's no longer in Alaska. She's relieved about that. That wasn't her favorite place to be. But
Cool at the same time.
very cool. But she decided to go back to work for a living, so no longer has time to do what she is doing for us. We are so grateful for everything that Lindsay did for us. So thank you, Lindsay. She's getting settled in her new place, and she can share with y'all whatever she would like to let you know about that.
Yeah.
So we can't thank her enough, just like Kimberly Bell there from the beginning.
Yep.
Doing many different things. Kimberly has pitched in several things too.
We got people checking in from Ireland. Somebody said that was their very first live they caught. And I think they were from England. I don't know what time it is where you guys are all over the world, but
Yeah, pretty early in the morning in England.
nobody's trying to challenge us on having better weather than us anywhere in the United States or anywhere in the world, actually.
Okay, so Kimberly's, well, a lot of you now in the comments are saying good things about Lindsay. Kimberly has worked closely with Lindsay. And, here's a comment from Lindsay, sending love to everyone. Okay. Now they're going back and forth. Y'all can follow them in the comments there. We have people from Nashville, Michigan, Sydney, Australia, Leslie Bryant.
Yes.
Very
I told
good.
you Australia will be our next thing we're going to.
How about this one from Cork, Ireland?
Cork, Ireland?
Cork, Ireland.
Eileen or Ellen?
That's Eileen. Eileen, by the way.
No, Eileen, by the way. Eileen, by the way. To the left or to the right? Eileen.
Yeah, we got it. We got it. Thanks.
Sorry.
Okay. So many comments. Now, what we would like to know, would you put in the comments also, we appreciate any of your comments, but would you put in there if there are people you believe that you know, maybe it's you can indicate that or just say it's someone else, that right now in their life, they are deciding to work through their trauma, or it's time for them to do it, or they never have, and maybe with an invitation from you would consider at least listening to some of our podcasts and deciding if it's a good time for them. And the podcast, I didn't even explain this. I think I mentioned it last time. We won't necessarily, although we might, do a podcast like we have been, where we interview someone, not live, and we post it. Okay. So, and it usually appears on Tuesday. We aren't planning any of those for the next few weeks. Now, if we get the opportunity to interview someone and it can't be during a live, we'll certainly do that. But on our lives starting, today, we are going to have guests on the live. So the first little bit of the live, we'll interview our guests, talk to them, let them tell their story, why they're here. And then we'll open it up to your questions to take advantage of the live dynamics going back and forth. You notice our last live, we had Tom Evans on there after posting his podcast. Now we thought we'd do it just
one. That makes sense. Yeah. That way it's fresh. Everybody can ask questions, information. But yeah, we're excited about that. And I know there's several people that have reached out and I've talked to that are optimists that I said, well, you should really come on and tell your story, because everybody has a story that could help other people. And some people just like, I'm not ready for it. I don't want to do that. And that's great, but we do know that everybody has things that they could share that, maybe help somebody else. Whatever trauma, we all have trauma in our life. Everybody has trauma. And it's good that you can come to a safe place and talk about it, not be judged. And, hopefully it's therapeutic for you to do that.
Okay, so here's Lindsay's example of someone with trauma.
Okay.
My son said that he's trying to dance. My son told me he's trying to dance like a cool kid. It's causing him trauma. Oh, her son said Lindsay trying to dance like a cool kid
It's
is causing him trauma
Yeah.
and needs to speak to a manager. My feelings are hurt.
How
So,
many parents have your kids are embarrassed by you? Raise your hand if you're a parent and your kids said that,
constantly.
Dad, you're embarrassing, or
Even-
Mom, you're embarrassing.
Even my adult kids.
Yes.
Especially my adult kids.
You're embarrassed.
And now my grandkids.
Yeah,
So
so welcome to the club, Lindsay.
that's a constant. Lindsay will be glad to be the manager if your son needs,
Yeah. Oh,
needs to
so
talk to us.
she said it's 11:46.
Okay. So
in
let's
UK.
change the subject back to this now.
Yeah,
Okay. So it's almost midnight in the UK.
yeah,
Quarter till or 9 till now.
yep.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Eileen, for the update there.
Oh, then going to Kansas down below. It's 105 in Kansas. I used to live in Kansas.
Right.
She says, "Make a dragon want to retire. It's so hot."
She took
It's a
that
good
out
line.
of
Yeah.
Bruno Mars and Mark Ronson.
That's a good one. I like it.
That is. And way to represent those songs on here too. That's
Yeah.
a great song. Great song. Okay. Who else do we have here? Lohan, nice to see your vibrant faces. Thank you.
That's from Sea Peace.
Sea Peace.
Is that a dog on there? Oh, somebody else said when they go to Petco Park, they like to bring their dog. And last night when we were walking around, there's so many people that had their dogs. There was one Giant fan that had the cutest dog, and he had glasses on and a hat. And I've
The
never
dog did.
the
Not
dog
the
did,
fan.
yeah. And I was like, I've never seen that before, but that was pretty cool. And what a cool park! Petco Park is such a cool place. That was the first time I've ever seen a game in there. And by the way, the Padres are relevant, so their games matter from this point forward if they win or lose, which is maybe why it was crowded last night.
Lee T, I didn't even know that she knew about my grand pups. You know, Natalie's dogs have the
Oh,
golden doodles have kids. I don't know. I'm out of town, so I've been out of town for about 10 days, so I haven't seen them. Haven't heard how they're doing, so they must be doing well, or I probably would have heard about it. Lisa might drop in a minute and let us know. She'd be the one to know how the grand pups.
how was your
are
trip
doing.
to Texas?
My trip to Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. It's a professional trip.
Yeah,
Working there at Toyota Motors. Their headquarters is there in Plano, and just had a great workshop.
how hot was
that
it
I
in
can-
Dallas?
I don't know because I was in the air conditioning all the time,
Oh,
but it
good.
was more than 100 and the humidity was 40-50%. So
Yeah,
pretty normal for that time of year.
driving from Phoenix where it was 113, and as you keep getting closer and closer to San Diego, the temperature keeps dropping by 10 degrees, and then finally it got to like 80 or 81, and I was like, oh, I'm in San Diego now.
Yeah. Just great weather here.
Yeah.
So Silver Lining Podcasts, our moderator, was that you, Missy?
If I did, I didn't mean to.
Okay.
Sorry.
By chance, would you know of a man who lived through corporal punishment from a military parent and has suffered from multiple substance addictions? Ben will be on 2 podcasts from now, again with someone, and I suspect he will be very. He'll have had that experience.
So yeah.
Okay, I don't know if anyone off the top of my head, but I'm sure Ben has, especially the experience he's had and the people he's been counseling.
And PTSD too. We talked about it, not just being military. It's like there's a lot of people that have it from their own life trauma that they go through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's Ben's taught us so much already about PTS and that's one of the things he says. Trauma isn't just what happens at war. Yes, that's valid trauma, but trauma can be anything that causes you that distress, and you compartmentalize it and bury it, and you haven't dealt with it yet.
Right.
Okay, I think we'll skip that one. And so, Lee T, there's probably a reason for you asking, have y'all seen any of the Real Housewives around Orange County.
Yeah.
Are you asking, have we while we're here in San Diego? Orange County's a little north of us, so unless they were at the beach today, we don't know if they.
Who did I see? Look
You
like,
did not see that. You did
uh,
not. You don't know anyone from that.
Let
show.
me think if I can come up with the name. Orange County Housewives. Teresa, Tara, Vicky. There's a Vicky. There is a Vicky.
Did you see her at the beach today?
No, I did
Okay.
not.
That's it. Sorry.
Wait, who? There's a guy though that was the cheesy guy that was going from girl to girl. Chance. What was his name? He had like a soap opera name.
Moving on.
Did you ever watch the Orange County Housewives? Oh, I had to. When I was married, that was always on in my house, nonstop. Nonstop.
Okay.
Every room I walked into, TV was on. There's the Housewives of Orange County, the Housewives of Beverly Hills, New Jersey.
Lisa has a housewife story. I don't know if she'll tell it, but we'll see if she comes out of the room
No.
and tells it.
Oh, there's one in Salt Lake now. Housewives of
Okay.
Salt Lake.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah. I don't watch. I've seen so little TV
Yeah.
that I wouldn't know. So let me. Okay, moving along here. Our plan, in fact, let me sit here. So here's what we want to do. We're hoping to interview our moderators so you can get to know them a little bit better. So first we want to bring on, as soon as she's done with the little piece of moderating she's doing right now, we're going to bring on Missy. And
Missy's from Arkansas, so she's got a little accent. Don't let that throw you. I lived in Arkansas, so I know how to understand people from Arkansas with the accent.
Missy, why don't you come over here and have a seat?
Can we all stretch in? I can pull it around.
No, it's okay. I don't. We can do this. What a concept.
Oh yeah,
Make
just
it
pull
easier to get in there.
it back a little bit.
Mhm.
All right,
And you guys have the mouse.
Hey,
you have the
everybody.
Controls.
all right.
Well, I can still moderate from here.
Yeah,
I can't see.
this is Missy. Missy's from Texarkana, up on the Arkansas side, not the Texas side. And you've had trauma. We won't ask you about your trauma, but what kinds of things in life, since I was holding you up in the ocean so you couldn't, the waves wouldn't sweep
wouldn't
you
drown.
away, so you wouldn't drown. Tell us about what you have found in life that's helped you deal with some of the crazy things that you've dealt with, that you told me, some of the things you've told me off air.
Yeah, we talked some today, and kind of just now in my life, now that I'm older, it's just kind of a let it go. Just what you can't control, pray about it and let it go. So that's all you can do. Don't worry yourself. Stress will kill you faster than a bullet will. And so I just try not to worry and
So is it easy?
raw.
Okay, so when you're all caught up in your emotions and you say let it go, how long did it take you to be able to let it go, or how long does it take to let it go, or does that work for you?
Oh, it's not an immediate release, of course.
Yeah.
Sometimes it is. Sometimes, like storms, there's a lot of people scared of storms and stuff like that. And, of course, you don't be stupid and walk out in the middle of a storm, but.
You're talking about people who are having anxiety over things that they can't control.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, just kind of, and that's easier. That's like telling somebody with asthma to just take a breath. I mean, it's not that easy.
Right.
And so
what kind of things do you do to release your stress or to get your frame of mind into that? I got to let this go, otherwise it's going to consume me. We know you don't go for a walk because you do not like to walk. We
Well, I love
we
to
walked
walk.
1 mile last night, and it
I
was
love to walk. I just physically can't do it anymore.
the 1 mile was not her favorite thing to do.
No, it
Tell
was
about her watch.
a watch.
Oh,
In
yeah.
my head. My watch wanted to know if I was exercising. It was real confused at all the steps I was taking.
You have one of those Apple Watches.
Yes.
Yes.
Um,
And
yeah,
you're-
it asked me several times, "Are you exercising?" with question marks.
So you don't like to exercise, as
I
far as
love to exercise,
but not what?
I can't do it anymore.
So
Yeah.
your stress relief would be music? Would
Music,
it be?
Yeah, music. My dogs.
Yeah.
My dogs are my big release.
Yeah, we talked about that. Dogs, hugging a cow, hugging a horse, petting your dogs. A lot of those things release a lot of
because
stress.
dogs love you no matter what.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
especially if you come home.
Unconditional.
Yeah, unconditional love, and so.
So if you haven't had a dog or tried a dog, maybe try to have a dog and see if it changes. So here's a good example. And I told my sister Summer I'd never talk about her on here, but I have to because Summer used to be scared to death of dogs and not really fond of dogs. Well, at one point, her daughter, is in love with animals. She's an animal lover. So Summer ended up getting them a family dog, a German Shepherd. And then Summer fell in love with the dog, Zeus, and the dog would follow Summer around everywhere. And it became her everything.
Mhm.
And it's so weird when people say, "Oh, I don't know if I want to get an animal or a dog." No, cats I'm sure are lovely too, but I'm allergic to cats, so I stay away from them. But Summer ended up loving this dog, and it's amazing. Talk about miracles.
Yeah.
That's somebody I never thought.
Yeah.
When she would come to our house and the dogs, can you put the dogs in the back? Don't want the dogs in the house. Don't those?
Yes,
There's
yes.
people like that. But if you want some stress relief, when you hold your dog or pet your dog, it does something to you that releases stress. So when we talk about being stressed, anxiety, all these things, that's just one avenue, I think, that if you haven't tried it, you'll be surprised, and it may be a miracle in your life too.
And if you can't have a dog, like if you're you're home or something, go volunteer at a pet rescue place. They're always looking for help for volunteers and to go help them, and you get your cuddles in that way.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's one thing. So
And a professional friend, it's always good. That's what I call a counselor, a professional friend.
well, who's your friend you were talking to on FaceTime? You said that's my partner.
Yeah, that's my friend Kylie. She's watching.
So you have somebody to go to talk.
Yeah, that's not her though.
Oh.
No, my counselor, my therapist. It's
You
called
really-
my professional friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you don't tell her any of your problems?
I don't know, Kylie. Do I tell you my problems? Don't tell my problems.
But that may be another thing too. If you have a friend, a go-to friend that can
Mhm.
it can also help get rid of some of that stuff. All right.
I turned to food for a long time, and I've learned not to do that, or not to do it as much. But yeah, just you
Why
gotta
not?
find your own work. through.
Why not go to food? What was the bad thing
I was
about you?
unhealthy food,
Okay, so stress eating.
Like Cheetos.
like Cheetos.
Stress eating.
Yeah.
Why we're talking about that real quick, and I coach this accountable, and I've got a couple of clients that eating is always a big thing, and eating is like, I don't know how I'm not going to want to crave this or crave this. My clients have reported the last 4 days, both of them have reported that they went to a restaurant where they serve bread and butter, and they did not eat the bread and butter, and they just add their meat and their vegetables the way they're supposed to. And they said they felt so much better, even though it's very tempting. And food sometimes can be, I'm going to eat this because I'm stressed, or I don't care what happens, I'm having this. But being disciplined with your food too can be a really good thing for you and your mental health and stress. So,
And it's hard.
it's
Good to
hard.
have that motivator,
Yeah.
And I'm sure like your clients love it because just having that. I'm single. I live by myself, just the dogs, and just to be motivated to eat healthy, to do the right thing, and you're like, nobody's watching.
Yeah.
That's kind of the easy part, to just not do it the right way.
Love it.
I can't scroll on that.
You
but I was
can't?
looking. Yeah, we've got some good comments.
Did you highlight them, or you want me to?
One I did from Terry.
All right, let me go to
I was
start.
looking to see if
Terry,
if Kylie
okay.
told off on me.
Terry, can you give any tips on how you survived empty nest?
It was hard.
Oh, that's another big one.
My empty nest was very hard.
How many kids do you have?
I have 3.
Okay.
They're all grown now.
Okay.
I've got 2 grandbabies on the way. But they left the house, but they didn't leave me. And they're all within like 10 minutes. So it's we see each other. We try to get together once a week. We do family game night. We haven't done it in a while, but get together and just try to catch up and stay. I bug them. I talk to them at least once a day. My daughter is multiple times a day. She's supposed to be watching today. But we talk all
And
the
if
time.
she is, she's very sad that you're gone. No, but seriously.
She knows I'm not.
but seriously, when you think about empty nesters, yes, you have a family, you have all these things going on, and then it goes to quiet, and you come home and it's quiet.
But I love it.
I think it's a double-edged sword. Sometimes it's amazing. Other times you're lonely and you're like, oh my gosh, I miss this one thing about it. So like everything in life, balance, and you have to take the good with the bad. And empty nesting is one of those, I think, that
I enjoy it, but I have, for somebody that doesn't have anybody, no pets, no anything, it would be tremendously difficult. But my dogs are like my second in life children or something. It's.
Oh, here's a good one from Terry. Think about this. Oh my! Let's pop it up here. That is my love. I'd give up dessert or sourdough.
For sourdough and butter.
So sourdough bread and butter is my all-time. It's one of my all-time favorite things, and having to give that up, it's difficult. I'm not going to say it's not. And dessert. I love
didn't
dessert.
Somebody say that there was a sourdough recipe that was gluten-free or something?
Somebody's made it.
Or somebody said sourdough.
I think they have that, but
Kimberly, was that you that was saying that?
It probably takes a lot to make it. Of what I heard making.
Oh, you can make bread.
I heard making sourdough bread is a weird thing. There's like it's a rise. You have to rise, and then it's all over the place. But
I don't know.
I will never.
That was my joke. You can make bread at home.
Oh, you can. You can.
I can't.
Yeah.
That's what my question was. Adam did make some amazing guacamole.
Thank you. Yep. Finally, I get credit for something.
I saw him when he pulled up. He was scraping it out of the store.
Even Rex, here's the funny thing. Rex comes walking right in, sees it, starts eating. He's like, hey, and he looks at you and Melanie. He's like, which one of you guys made the guacamole? Yeah. And I was like,
I saw him scraping it out of the store container. He bought it, scraped it out, and put it in the bowl. No, we saw him make it.
I was definitely impressed.
Yes. Let's see.
But I think empty nest is you've got to find your own. Don't dread it. Don't dread it. Dread is horrible. You can't do anything about it. So somebody said Adam can cook? Question mark.
Yes, I can cook. I'm good. I can't bake. I don't do. Rex is the dessert maker. I don't do dessert, but
yeah, I thought you said we were going to get some desserts or something.
I could make.
Didn't you say you were going to
make whatever you want?
Yeah. He was just at the store. You could have said Congo bars.
What are they called?
Congo bars.
Congo bars.
Yeah.
All right, so this is where.
Right here.
Yep. So that was just from there down. I got a lot of love, Arkansas. So see, they don't.
Oh, see, they understand.
They don't hate my accent. Nails back.
So when you say that they understand your accent.
Mm-hmm.
Is it only people from Arkansas? See, Arkansas, Texas, Tennessee, Louisiana,
all different accents.
They're all different.
All different.
Yeah, they're different.
You can tell me somebody from Texas is different than Arkansas.
Yes.
And someone from Louisiana.
Louisiana is way different.
Well, Louisiana's Cajun, so yes.
Now you get up like where I'm at, the state line. I mean, I'm right on the state line, so I'm Texas and Arkansas. But you get up northern Arkansas. Don't you agree that the northern Arkansas is totally different than southern Arkansas?
Yeah, I'm not a connoisseur.
Yeah,
I can tell the difference, like your accent from the Texas.
Right.
Dogs are the best. Yes. And all they want is love. That's the one thing. And I'm going back on dogs one more time, just because when you come home from work and you had a bad day, your dog is at the door waiting with the tail wagging, waiting to love on you. There's nothing like it. your wife, your husband, nobody does that. The dog will. A dog will do it You may do it once in a while, but the dog does it every single
My
day.
wife does
He's
it.
all back here, so I get
No,
What?
When I come home, Lisa's tail is.
First of all, you're home and she comes home. It's not you're coming home to her; she's coming home to you.
Lee T said a cat purr vibrations are actually healing and they can calm stress.
Oh,
Numerous medical studies have shown this.
yeah. A lot of people love their cats, and that's another great thing too. Whatever pet lover you are, I think pets can be great for stress relieving, and maybe even if you're an empty nester and you want a dog or a cat, but there's a lot to take care of too.
And
You want to
then-
go out of town, someone's going to watch it.
What is it? Eileen, by the way,
Yeah.
grief is the hardest thing for her to get over, just trying to adapt away. And that was hard. Faith got me through a lot of the grief, or it helps me with grief. I don't think we ever finish grief. We have different stages and work through them.
So
different
what
ways.
caused it for you?
I lost a very close, the man that I was dating passed away in Christmas Eve of 2016.
Hmm.
And then my grandson was born December the 23rd of 2018, but then he passed away October 19th of 2019. And so there was just very
You had consistent grief?
consistent grief to where, and some days it was like at the beach today where it was just little waves coming in, going back and forth. And then other days it was just the white cap, just the big
ones.
But faith and just being strong, you've got to be strong for my family. That was one thing I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice.
Yeah. Rex can Bananas Foster.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, Rex did make Bananas Foster
Is that right?
at our last Airbnb that Kimberly and Lindsay were at. Kimberly said that.
That's easy.
I can't
All right,
remember
I
if
think
it
I'm
was
gonna
good or
bow
not.
out.
gluten free.
Thank you, everybody,
Wait, I
for
remember
letting me take up
Bananas
some of the
Foster's
time today.
I can't remember if I ate it or it was good.
Oh, Kylie just texted me. She said she can't figure out how to comment.
Really
So that means I can say
Oh,
all
that's
kinds
why.
of bad stuff about Kylie, and she can't defend herself.
My
Love you,
favorite
Kylie.
my favorite dessert is the other one, the one that it's like a custard or pudding thing where they put the fire on top of it.
Really.
Creme brulee.
Wait a
That-
minute. So you don't remember Bananas Foster? You don't remember if it's good? So you melt butter and sugar.
Yes.
You caramelize it, brown
Well,
sugar.
I don't like caramel.
You caramelize it in bananas and put it over ice cream.
Oh, so there's no caramel in it?
How could that not be
No, it's
good?
caramelized sugar.
No, it's just
Just the way it's built.
the
I've never
sugar,
had
the brown
one.
sugar.
Oh, the
and
brown
butter.
sugar caramelized.
How
yeah.
can that not be good?
Oh, okay.
You've got brown sugar and butter. Everything's good with that.
Yeah. Adam, you've done a float session? What's a float session? Did you like it?
A float session.
What's a float session? Adam,
We
have you
don't
ever
know.
done a float session and did you like it?
So Terry will need more information on that.
Float session. I don't know what a float session is. I would like to have done it because I like new experiences and it sounds fun. And I like to float. I was riding waves and I was body surfing today in the ocean. It was amazing. Oh my gosh, do I love it.
Oh, Kimberly remembers the Bananas Foster.
Yeah, that's what she
You
said.
checked your sugar and ate it.
Oh, did I? So I did eat it. Must have taken an insulin shot. Yeah.
Okay. Missy, Diane L said, love seeing you.
Thank you, Diane.
Is that your friend?
Yes, she's my optimist
Well, she
friend.
is now.
Oh,
She's my optimist friend.
not the one you were talking to on the phone beforehand?
No, that's Kylie. Kylie can't. Kylie, I don't think you're logged into YouTube under your YouTube account. Is that why you can't?
So
comment?
Erica says that she didn't detect your Arkansas and she's from Texas.
Awesome.
So that's what I said. They're all the same. Southern accents are very similar. Y'all and hush now. Instead of telling somebody to be quiet and shut up. Hush now. Y'all need a hush. That's Southern. Now that's Texas or is that Arkansas? I lived in both, Texas and Arkansas.
But we're talking accents, not just sayings. A
Oh,
lot of sayings overlap,
Kylie said she commented.
of course. Kylie,
My friend Kylie.
yeah. She says I
Came
finally
right
forget
on
out to
you.
comment. There she is. Way to go,
Bring it
Kylie.
through the pig pen. Woo, pig suey.
Ooh, I did pig suey too when I lived in Arkansas. That's such a crazy thing.
Okay.
The pig suey thing.
So how did we get to that from talking about, hey, comment on if someone's ready to start their grief process,
Well-
their healing process?
Well, we asked her about healing. It went to dogs and went to food. So when you go dogs, food, we went to Banana Foster, which is you. We went to dogs.
that was
It all is coming back around now.
it's a little tough for me to hear Missy talking about food and stressing and stuff, and I'm
And you're with
standing there
Standing in
eating,
front of him eating
finishing
Cheetos.
off the Cheetos. Yeah,
That doesn't bother
I
me.
didn't know I was that stressed.
oh.
I wasn't worried about you, Missy. I was worried about me at the time.
Because she's on there goes our ratings. Everybody's unsubscribing. It's all over with now.
With all the white shirts, the couch. Look, Rex and I are both wearing white shirts. I don't know why. I think it's San Diego.
That could be.
We didn't plan it.
Well, we said we want people to get to know our team here.
Yep.
A real valuable member of the team sitting here at the table. Let's
Yes.
bring her on and ask.
No.
Well, you're sitting there like in the green room, ready to come on.
That is good.
Did you buy a $10 sweatshirt like I did today?
No, I bought one at the airport.
Oh, how much was
So
it?
she bought
$40.
40
Yeah.
bucks
She bought a $10 sweatshirt for $40.
at the airport. I got one on the beach for $10. It's the exact same. It's the exact same hoodie.
It's cool.
Oh
This one is, no, this is a lot nicer.
Oh, hers is nicer than mine.
Yeah.
Oh, grab mine and bring it over here. I dare to fight this.
Is that how you're trying to get me on?
Yeah, come over here and show us yours compared to mine.
Anything, of course, you're gonna buy it at the beach. It's gonna cost more. I bought that $100.
Yours is like regular.
Might be. This was $10.
Yeah.
Mine was
That's
cheap.
what my kids got for $10.
Usually things at the beach are super expensive.
Oh yeah.
Look,
Okay. I see.
So this is a
Yours is
this is a
nice.
$10. Oh, this is a $10 hoodie.
Yeah, that's not the same as hers.
No.
Come-
Mine-
This way, no, because this is a.
You
Yeah.
gotta go this way.
Come
You
this
can't
way.
Feel your shirt on this.
Oh, I'm trying to do this. Hold on, I want to make sure they see it before they judge mine over yours. Who do you like better, mine or
better.
Lisa? Like who wore it better?
It's soft.
Oh, yours is like a sweater.
Yeah, it's soft.
That's cashmere.
It's cashmere.
Mine is cotton. This is what a hoodie is. This isn't a hoodie. This is a.
Nice and lightweight.
So
As
no
long
one.
as she's there, Adam.
Yeah, yeah. So tell us about your life. Let's start when you were 5, and we'll go to 10.
My life is just great.
Well, your life now is great.
There was some question you asked earlier. You were saying that I would talk about it when I came on.
Oh, it's somebody's
There are a couple things.
The person that commented.
somebody's story. You are going to comment on somebody's story.
Oh,
Somebody that wrote a story or something. I think.
I'll remember in a second. I'm on the right path.
Bring her on. See, you got people telling you. I vote for Lisa. Oh, how dare you? Look at this. Look at
1
this.
to 0.
Mine has 19. What is that? Or 1769. Who
So,
doesn't remember 1769? That was one of the great's
That's why
years.
they're so cheap. That's the
That
wrong
was
year.
one of the greatest years in our country's history.
What happened in 1769?
Don't you know?
Stop.
Everybody knows.
That's funny.
You don't even know.
But mine has pockets. Look, does yours have pockets? Oh, you got pockets too. All right. She wins.
Wow, it's a slow news day today.
Anna says hi, Lisa. Holy. Oh, hey, beautiful Lisa. I said holy, beautiful
Holy.
Lisa.
Well, someone asked how the grandpas are.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Yes. 4 little girls, 4 little golden doodle girls.
There's your comment right there.
If anybody wants to see them,
Yeah.
they're on Frosted Golden Doodles on Instagram.
I
They're
just
super
I
cute.
put it on the screen.
Float tub?
Mhm.
No. Oh, hold on. Float tub therapy. It's getting really big up here in Washington. Oh, I've seen that. I haven't done that. I do cold plunge, but I've seen people where they just float in water. You go to a special place,
Yeah.
you float in water, they turn music on, and then there's some kind of an infrared light that comes too, and it's a therapy thing. I have seen it because I love therapy.
Is it like salt water? Is that what makes you float?
I'm
Or-
not sure what
or
kind
do
of
you have some
water,
type of flotation?
but I
device?
will try it. It looks interesting. Sorry, where's the? That's the only one that starred, Missy.
I had it on the screen. I didn't start.
Oh, start so I can find it. Let me see. Was it for Lisa?
There you go. It's on the screen.
Is it this one?
You start.
Oh,
Let me do it
oh, you
on
started. from Lisa T or Lee T.
Yes.
I'm getting vibes that Adam buys Rolex on the sidewalk in New York City. I have never done that. Look, this was $10 at the beach in San Diego. What is $10 in San Diego? Nothing.
But Diego is spelled wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh. Do you have any regrets about that tattoo? You have any regrets about that tattoo?
Any raw
If you know
regrets?
about that line in that movie, then you know.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, Epsom salt.
I
You're
thought it
right.
was.
Yeah.
I
So
asked
that's-
everybody when we passed a tattoo parlor if we should get silver lining tattoos.
I got one on my back.
Yeah, you
I have to
lied.
outdo. I have
He
to
said,
outdo.
no way, no tattoos.
I have to outdo Rex. He's always showing up on these silver lining shirts, and so I had to get a tattoo to outdo him. What so far has been your favorite part about being in San Diego? Because you travel, you and Rex. I'm just going to be honest. They travel a lot.
Yeah, oh, the beach was just great. I love the ocean, and yeah, it was just great. And I have a really good friend who's going through major grief this week. Buried her son this week.
So tell people what you did just to
Yeah.
make her feel good.
So I just videoed the waves. You just sent her a little message, told her I was thinking about her, and she said it was very transformative. Yeah, so
And this is a good, I'm bringing it down a notch, but this is a good thing. When you have friends that you know are going through something, there's been times where people text me just out of the blue something. Like the other day, my friend Rodney just texted me, "I love you." That was it.
yeah.
First, I panicked because I was like, "Is something wrong with Rodney?" I was like, "What?" And he was like, "I was just thinking about you. I just want to tell you I love you." And I was like, "So." What you did for your friend, those are some really good things, quality life things to think about doing for people. What does this say?
Weather in Ridgecrest in
91 today in Ridgecrest. How far is Ridgecrest from here? That's California, isn't it?
Pretty sure it's up north by San Diego County.
Yeah, I thought it was up that way.
Where am I?
Oh, someone's got a confession to make. I have a confession to make. J-Lo, Ben Affleck.
And elections have become my trauma.
Okay, so they're okay with all the elections and politics, and I know Rex and I don't talk about politics, we don't talk about religion, but it is stressful. Every time you turn on anything, it's just stress driven with politics and election. And I don't know much about J-Lo and Ben Affleck. That doesn't stress me one bit.
They're married. Are they getting
I think
divorced?
J-Lo-
What's happening?
yeah.
Oh,
So J-Lo's been married more times than the Cowboys have won
More times than I
rings. Oh, Cowboy fans are not going to like that. Sorry. Bad joke. I apologize. I'm a Raider fan. They're like, "You're a Raider fan. You guys have only won 3 Super Bowls." What are you saying? Anyways, you can comment anyways on here. Let us know what you want to ask, what you want to talk about. Rex and I are really focused on really trying to put this podcast towards helping people heal, for people to heal from trauma. Rex and I have had so much trauma in the last 5 years that we've talked for a year now on podcast about things that have helped us heal. A lot of you have said the things that we have said have helped you heal, which is great. And a lot of things that some optimists have come on and been guests have said have helped me heal. So I think it's this ongoing thing we're this big family that can help each other, get through all these hard times in life. And believe me, there are some dark times that everybody has gone through in life that, if the podcast can help you through that, this is why we're doing this podcast.
The podcast and emails. We've got emails that just
Tons of good emails. And if you want to email us, it's rexandadam@gmail.com. You can send us messages. And if you want to come on the show, you can do that as well. We're open to everything.
I was talking to
post on the Facebook. Sorry.
Yeah, and the Facebook group. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, there's a big community on Facebook group that everybody supports each other. And I see Lisa sends me texts maybe a bunch during the week, and they're always something positive that I can learn. I appreciate that we have people in our lives that can find something when they're scrolling, because we all scroll TikTok, Instagram. Well, not Rex, but everybody else scrolls TikTok, Instagram. And you come across things, and I send them to my clients all the time. By the way, I bombarded my clients this last 2 weeks because I went on a TikTok with all these interesting, healthy things that they were like, oh my gosh. So I text the next day. I was like, look, I got a little crazy yesterday with sending you all these TikToks, but hopefully it wasn't annoying. And they both said, amazing. It helped me so much. So yeah, so I love that kind of communication. Becky donated $5, Rex.
I'll let Rex
Oh,
come
thank
back
you,
in.
Becky.
It's good to see everybody.
Bye, Lisa. Thanks for letting me win in the sweatshirt contest.
You lost.
I lost.
I'll top that. Look
Yeah,
what I've got.
I got silver. She got gold, but I still got silver.
I have silver linings.
Oh, so I'm now to third. I got bumped down.
You're
to,
top 3.
I got
you,
down.
you pay for it.
I got down. What is that? Becky said $5. Thank you, Becky, so much. Something about health.
When health tanks, any ideas when I have to be in bed for a week to keep my mind busy? Wow. So she's
So do the
bedridden
health.
for a
Do the
week.
health. You're in bed for a week. First, read Lori's Lies and Family Ties. Don't read it. Don't listen to it. I'm kidding. Yeah. What do you do when you're in bed and you can't really do anything? Because that can be depressing. All those things come to your mind that you're not getting around.
Okay, well, let me give my standard answer because I truly believe this. When you're there, and I try to practice this too, and I can't tell you tremendous success stories, but I truly believe it, and it does benefit me. I try to go inside internal guidance system. You'd expect to hear that from me if you've heard any of our podcasts. And let your guidance system tell you what you need to do, how you need to spend the time, what you can learn, what you can do for other people. Maybe while you're down during that time, Adam and Lisa just talked about sending things to other people. Boy, you have a lot of time on your hands when you're in that situation. What a great way to get your mind off what's happening with you.
Yes.
But let your conscience tell you what to do with that time. That could turn out to be a sacred time in your life.
Love it. Next comment. I haven't caught up with you guys and caught alive in ages. So some of you have never caught alive. Some of you are like, oh, but I've noticed you guys are happier and definitely look happier. Bless you both. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you for the blessings. And when you're on vacation, basically in San Diego, it's tough not to be.
When you get to Earth for 5 hours on the beach and get in the ocean and body surf, oh my gosh. Along with
cow
memes, yes. I like cow memes. I will be baptized tomorrow morning. It's going to be wonderful. Who's that, Brenda?
Nice, Brenda.
Brenda, that's so cool.
Tell us just a little bit more, Brenda. Is this a Christian event, Christian baptism, or tell us a little bit more, but congratulations either way.
Anytime somebody gets baptized, even if it's not you, it's somebody that's never been baptized before. It's such a spiritual experience. So I hope it's the what you're looking for. Yeah, that's awesome. Let us know. Send us an email. Let us know how your baptism went, and also try to remember the feelings that you have at your baptism, so you can kind of explain your feelings that you had. Mm-hmm. I remember when I baptized my son, it was probably the most spiritual experience I've ever had in my whole life. I cried through the whole thing. I couldn't compose myself. Like the spirit had just. It was one of the most amazing experiences of my life. So I hope you have anything close to that. It would be awesome.
So I'll comment on that next one in just a minute.
Okay.
So Ana Franco, today while speaking with my twin sister on the phone, we were reminiscing how our family has been going through the dark night of the soul. Good way to say it. Since 2014, 10 years of challenges. Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow. Other than my sister Janice, Adam's mom, of course, and his dad, but we don't talk about very much in relation to that.
Right.
That's the closest thing we can relate to that, and just what trials. Just our heart goes out to you, to your whole family there.
It's just, it's going to be hard, and life is hard, and I know you hear that a lot, but it's good to have a place like this to come to get some kind of relief or love or happy feelings or whatever it is that the podcast or the Optimist can provide for you.
Yeah, the comments here and also on the Facebook group. I love the posts on the Facebook group. I'm not on Facebook all the time, but I love to just go there and read the posts. They're so positive. And even if they aren't, when people are sharing their what dramatic and sometimes terrible things are going on in their life, just the love from other people is truly inspiring. So thank you all for that. Okay, I've got a comment on Brenda Folda's comment. Lisa's so beautiful. Here's the strange thing about that. She is even more brilliant than she is beautiful. So when people see her and they say, oh, and that's a very sincere compliment, Brenda. Oh, she's beautiful. Yeah, but that's not even half of it. She is brilliant, just beyond measure. So
Lisa, let's get you back on and talk about how did you get so smart?
yeah, and not just smart, it's like the real brilliance. It's the, that makes your countenance shine, if that's a thing.
Not her aura, her demeanor.
Yeah, aura, demeanor, whatever you want to say it. Yeah. Yeah,
Thank
and she
you.
blushes. Yeah.
We're at an hour and we're in San Diego and we're supposed to go to the gas lamp district.
So we're on our way. What's our last comment?
And by the way, if you're in San Diego, come hang out with us at the gas lamp district. We'd love to meet you.
We'll talk. This is a good one to end on.
Okay.
Since our hour's up. Do you want to carry that, or do you want me to?
Go ahead.
I can read it. I've got my glasses.
Yeah,
on.
read it.
From Brenda Folda. Thank you, Brenda. Again, my feeling right now is to help others about Jesus Christ. There's a pursuit that's going to bring you joy, no matter what you believe or they believe. Even if they don't, you believe and you share it. That's a joyful experience too. I've had a rough time getting a divorce and having a spouse that was very abusive, and I came to terms with Jesus Christ. Okay, so that must have helped carry you through. As Missy mentioned, faith helped her in some of her hard times. So beautiful thought about it. So again, I suggest going inside and saying, what is it I can do during this time? And it may be to help other people with what you believe or just reach out to them. So many tips just from today.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to more. I'm looking forward to getting more resources for people that are going through trauma or drama. And so I'm excited about this direction we're going because we have all these wonderful, wonderful people in the community. There's something more we can do with it, I'm sure. I love what's going on just right now with each other. We just want to bring other people in, find more resources for more people. So help us out, please. And stay tuned. We will post if we're going to have a live next week, but certainly 2 weeks from now, we will be on the live circuit once again. And there'll be the type with a guest that we're interviewing, and then you can ask questions during that live.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Stay tuned.
All right, let's go get our moon tan now. Do we still get tan and the moon comes out?